Support and resistance in Forex. These are the tools that you will need for you to draw support and resistance and how you can actually use it. It's simple and easy. So I'll show you on my IC market MT5 and I'll show you using the 15M time frame trading the gold versus the dollar. And drawing the support and resistance is easy, but how you can use it, it's also easy. I'll give you a concept as to how you can apply the support and resistance, how you can use it to get entries, stop loss, take profit. Now, the simple concept for you to actually use the support and resistance is that first, the tools that you will need. Drawing tools, we have rectangle box. Here's a rectangle box. You have also the horizontal lines. These are the two tools that you will need. On your trading view, you just go to the pencil icon, all right? And you can also use any horizontal line, horizontal rays, rectangle box. There are so many that you can use as long as you can be able to mark that line rectangle box. All right, let's actually look at our MT5, open the MetaTrader 5 app, go to codes, all right, select gold. If you do not see gold, gold is there. Go to chart, all right, then you tap here and you tap on this icon there, then you'll be able to see these icons. For me, I like the rectangle box. All right, if you don't have it, you just click on the plus icon. I can just tap it like this, adjust it the way that I like. Now, as long as you can be able to mark a horizontal line, that's what you will need. Now, since you have your drawing tools, you have your chart, you change the time frame to 15M. I trust you did that by now. And what do we do now? All right. Before we move to making the support and resistance, make sure that you're using the same brokers that I use. All right, go to our YouTube channel, Bozza Trader, open your YouTube channel, to YouTube app. All right, YouTube app, and go to Bozza Trader. This is our YouTube channel. Visit our channel. Please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you can just tap here and scroll all the way down, join our free WhatsApp group. Simple. You saw that link for you to join our WhatsApp group. Now, we have our rectangle box. We tap. We have this rectangle box active. We can double tap this side, double tap, double tap, double tap. See that? That's how we do it. Now, how do we actually draw the support and resistance? How we can use it? Now, we have the graph. This is the graph of gold, right? It's going up in 15M. Can we see that? And it's also going down on 15M. So if we're using 15M, please, I want you to understand 15M, we are scalping. The scalping mode is just a concept. Do not be confused. We have scalping, intraday trading, and day trading, which means we're trading within the same day, and we are hoping to actually find entries and stop loss, take profit, and also manage the risk. So how do we actually now use the support and resistance? It's simple. The support and resistance is easy. And I'll give you a clue for you to detect a support and resistance. Usually, you can use the W to actually detect support area. You can use the M to detect the resistance area. Where is the resistance area? Where is the support area? Resistance area is above here, and support area is below here. Now, once you have that, how do we actually use the drawing tools to mark the M's and W? It is simple. What you have to pay attention to is looking at the low for the day and high for the day. And how can you see low for the day and high for the day? You see it by using what? The M's and W's. The W's and M's, or MW. Now, where do we see M and W here? All right. If we pay attention, we'll be able to see this is our W. Can you see that? That's our W. Now, since you have W, how can we actually now take the bar or SAR? It's simple. What we need a confirmation entry. On our previous tutorial, I've mentioned that you can use ICT, SMC, you can use the indicators, you can use the candlesticks to actually confirm that we are selling or buying. In this case, on gold, we are already selling. So what I will do, I will just go to trade and look at how much I have. I have less money, and I will actually, I'll have to log into my Deriv. so that I can be able to I'll log into my Deriv. All right, log into my Deriv. I want us to actually take a sell on gold. Like us to take a sell on gold. All right, it's busy loading, and I want us to actually take a sell on gold. But anyway, all right, let's actually continue because it's taking forever and it's keep loading. So right now on gold, we're actually on a massive sell. How we actually, why am I saying that we're on a massive sell? Let's tap here and go to 1M. All right, I want to show you the entry confirmation that we're using. Go to this F icon here, and this is the indicator that we're using. We go back. All right, now we have a crossover. All right, on our previous tutorial I've mentioned many times, and it's already far, so even if I wanted to just take a sell, it was not going to be possible, since simple that it's actually already far. We are taking a sell here, stop loss goes above there, and take profit is at a low for the day. So I wanted to show you that in action. I wanted to actually show you that we can now take a sell on gold, but we're not going to do that now, since I want to show you what you need to do. So in this case, we'll just miss this trade, and that's okay. So let's look at what is happening here on gold. How do we confirm the entry? Since I've actually already showed you that we can use the indicator, and on my previous video I've mentioned that you can use the indicator, candlesticks, ICT, SMC, you can use trend lines, you can use basically the candlesticks that are much important when it comes to understanding the entry confirmation, because you'll be looking for engulfing candlestick pattern. Now, once you have your structure, this is your structure to mark the support area and resistance area above. So now, how can we actually now place this rectangle box? We can tap and hold them, move them like this. We can tap it here, go to 15M, and let's actually tap on our rectangle box here. We tap once, or we press once, we tap and hold, we double tap and hold, we double tap and hold, or we tap once and hold. Yes, we tap once and hold and move it up there. Can you see that? And we can just adjust it the way that we like that. That's our adjustment there. Can you see? We've managed to adjust it. And here, if we like to put it, we can place it down here. Simple. Can you see that? Can you try that on your chart? Can you try that on your chart and let me know on the comment section below if you're able to place what the horizontal or horizontal lines or the rectangle box. Let me know on the comment section below. Now that we have this rectangle box, we now wait for what? Confirmation. We wait for confirmation. So the confirmation, as I've said, we can use what? The candlesticks, we can use the indicator. The indicator is the easiest thing that we can actually apply. Now, when we use the M's and W, I want you to pay attention. Pay attention. We have this period separator here. You see this line here? It's called period separator. It's there on your app, MT5 app. Here, this vertical line is there. Why this vertical line? This vertical line differentiates this previous day to the current day. You see, this is 5 October and this is 6 October. I trust you can see. So which means that if we are trading here, we're trading within the same day. And what we're looking for, we're looking to get an entry, and we're looking for actually to mark the structure. So now, let's actually look at where we're expecting to exit, since we're using the half of the day and low for the day and marking the support and resistance area. We'll go to the hard time frame. I know some of you have some question as to why are we not using the hard time frame to mark support area, because most of the time we've learned that we must use the hard time frame. Use the 15M to actually gain more knowledge, because the 15M will actually be your teacher in most cases, because you'll be looking to trade almost every day, every single day. So now let's look at the exit. The exit is here. And if we were to actually take a buy here, all right, on this W, we'll first have to actually examine if we have actually a high price here. Can you see this high price? Which means if we have to take a buy on this trade here, our exit was going to be here. Our exit was going to be there. Why exit here? It is because we have the high price here, all right? Or we have what we call the resistance area above. As I've mentioned, you are looking for the M. Now, some of the M, like this one here, can you see that we have another M here? And this M another forms a what? Forms a what? A W. Simply meaning that when you're trading using the support and resistance, you are trading on what? On a ranging market. Meaning that you are trading on a ranging what? Ranging graph like this. The graph is moving on a range. So this is what you are trading on. But it doesn't mean that it will be like this. It simply means that I want to keep it simple. What you're looking for is just a pattern of an M and a pattern of a W to keep it easier for you. So your M, you're actually, or your W, you're looking to count 1, 2. Your M, you're looking to count 1 and 2. And remember, the candlesticks above, they have a higher price. Below, they have a lower price. So if you enter here on number 2 here, your exit area, it's at here, this area here. All right, I trust that is actually simple to understand. Everybody does understand now. So how can now we filter the bad signals when it comes to making the buys and sell? You filter the bad signals by applying what I call high for the day and low for the day. Simple as that. If you are actually looking to trade on gold 15M, below here you can see these two candlesticks here that actually before the graph, or let's do like this, before the graph or chart went up, we do not have any chart below here. So that simply means that this is our key area to mark as our low for the day. And this low for the day plays a bigger role to understand that we have a resistant area, because this is the only time we have a 10. Just like here, you can see this is the key area here. This forms our resistance above there. All right, this forms our structure of resistance. Now, if we're looking to M's and W's, we are not interested to actually find a W that is on the middle of this, all right, or the middle of this chart. So what we are interested in, we're interested only if we have an M that is like this. So meaning that if we get an entry here, our exit will be here. Remember, we're scalping, we're getting in and out, all right? But the in and out doesn't mean that you just buy and sell, buy and close now. No. Doesn't mean that. It simply means that once you sell here, all right, you hold until this area here. Now, let's look for another example, because making one example is not going to actually take us far. All right, let's actually look at another example of an M that we actually we have some of the M's that is clear. I see we have another one here, but I want something that's clear for you to see. All right, we have another one here, but I want something that is much clearer for you to see. All right, so make sure that you actually backtest this information so that you know what you're actually looking for. All right, let's look at this one here. All right, let's look at this one here. Can you see that? That is an M. So now, if you look at this M, it's formed at the highest price for the day. Highest price, where we have what? The resistance area. And where now we have what? A support area here. This is your exit area, Q area to get out. All right, let's look for another last example. And let's look for another last example. All right, now another example is here. All right, this is our last example of a buy. A W, and then we have an up movement. We're expecting to exit here, all right, because it's what is the higher for the day. But the market or graph actually it did something like this. Can you see that? Until we have a close here, period separator, and then it's 12th September. So meaning that you will have to close a trade. You will have to close a trade. All right. So now let's go on about high time frame. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. When you're using the high time frame, now you're not actually looking for the what you call the N and W's. You can still, though you can still apply that, but what you're looking for is you're looking for these areas. Can you see these areas? All right, you're looking for these areas. These are your key zones. And these key zones, they play a big role. If you do like this, you know that if the chart or graph, or you wait, the chart gets in here in your box, you're expecting to take a buy until above. But when you're applying the hard time frame, you'll have to wait a longer period of time for you to get an entry. So that is why using the 15M time frame, it's actually good for you to actually find entries. And some of the assets, they don't perform better when you're using the 4 hours, daily, and weekly time frame, because the market, imagine now, it keeps moving up like this. There's no area for you to actually draw those support and resistance area. So meaning that you will not be trading, you will have to wait a longer period of time. So that is why applying the 15M or 1 hour is better to actually mark the structure, and using the 15M to confirm the entry, 5M to confirm the entry, or even 1M to confirm the entry. I trust you understand. So if you have any questions, you let me know. I love you all. Stay blessed.